If you've ever wanted to launch your own website but felt held back by expensive hosting fees or complicated setups, this video is for you. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how to build a professional-looking WordPress site from scratch, completely for free. We're going to use Infinity Free for hosting and the powerful Elementor page builder to design it. By the end of this tutorial, you'll have a live website online without spending a single dime. Let's jump in and get started. In the video description, click the link to go to the Infinity Free website so you can follow along with this tutorial. Starting on this page, I'll click Register Now, then I'll sign in using my Google account. To create one, click Create Account. As you can see, we will be getting some ads during the sign-up process. I'll close this one. Then I'll scroll down. We can see the hosting plans here. These three are paid, but we'll start with the free one. Again, in terms of features, it's pretty bare bones, but I'll click Create Now. Then we want to choose our domain name. This is free and we can add or change it later. I like to use a different domain extension, free.nf. For our subdomain, we just need to choose something unique. For this tutorial, I'll use abcdifwp2.free.nf and click Check Availability. That looks like it is available. Infinity Free is going to generate an account username and password for us, but I'm going to change the password and enter my own. Then, click here to open the email consent and select I approve. Click Create Account, and Infinity Free will start setting up our hosting. You can see your automatically generated account username here. Yours might take a little bit longer, but you will be redirected to this page. Here, if we click on the Manage button, we can see our domain here. I'm going to right-click and copy this, then paste and search for it in a new tab. It tells us our domain is ready, so I'm going to close this. Back in the Infinity Free account, we want to go to the Control panel. Here, click I approve. Now that we have an account and our free hosting is ready, it's time to install WordPress. Once you're on this page, let's scroll down to the Software section. Open the Softaculous Apps Installer. Once on this page, you should see WordPress under the Top Script section. Find it and click Install. You'll see your domain in this drop-down menu. I'm going to click Quick Install to change some of our settings. Scroll down to the Admin Account section. Here we'll create the login information that we'll use when we want to edit our WordPress site. I'll click here to enter a new username, then I'll hide the password and change it. I'll keep the admin email the same as the one I used to sign up for Infinity Free. I'm going to scroll down and click Install. In my testing, this finishes very quickly. Here we have a summary. I'm going to right-click on this link and open it in a new tab. You can see that our domain has changed from the parking page that Infinity Free initially displayed. This is a good indication that our WordPress install was successful. Let's close this. Below our domain is our administrative URL. You can see it's the same, with the exception of the /wp-admin suffix. Let's copy this full domain, come up to a new tab, and paste it. From this WP admin page, we can log in using the credentials we just created. I'll enter the admin username and password here and log in. Now we've logged into the WP admin panel, which is where we can control our WordPress site. You'll see that we're currently on the Dashboard tab. The next step, now that we're in WP admin, is to install our website's theme. To do so, come down to Appearance, then click Themes. Once here, click Add New Theme. You may already see it, but if not, search the themes for Astra. Then I'll select Install. Once it's done installing, click Activate. Now that our theme is installed, we'll add the Starter Templates plugin. To install it, come over to the left side to Plugins and then click Add New. On the far right, search for Starter Templates. Scroll down to find the right one and click Install Now. Just like our theme, once it's installed, click Activate. That will bring us to our installed plugins list. Under Starter Templates, click Get Started. On this screen, we want to build our website with classic starter templates, so click Build with Templates. Here, we'll use Elementor as our page builder. Click on it to go to the next page. Now, let's choose a template for your site. A template gives you a ready-made design to start with, so your site looks professional from day one. You can browse the templates by category. If we scroll down, you'll see that some are marked as premium. All the others are free. Earth is one I like to use because it works well for many different sites. When you find a template you like, go ahead and select it. If you're unsure or want to change it later, you can click back and choose a new one. I'll proceed with Planet Earth. At this point, you can upload a logo, change your font pairings, or adjust your color palettes, but I'm going to proceed with the default options and click Continue. On this screen, click Skip this step, then click Submit and Build My Website. You'll see the progress as your website is built, which usually only takes a few minutes. And there we go. This one only took 1 minute, 6 seconds. Go ahead and click View Your Website. Your domain will open in a new tab and you'll see the template we just selected and installed. Let's scroll to the top. With our template installed, we can now begin to customize your site using Elementor's simple drag and drop interface. Before we continue, I'm going to close the extra tabs. In the top bar, click Edit with Elementor. Now that we're here, the page is shown in its editable form. Outlined in magenta are the containers. All the elements that make up your website, like text, buttons, and images, are organized within these containers. To add a new container, hover and click the plus icon. Once you have a new container, you can add elements by dragging in widgets from the left-hand pane. For example, I can bring in a text heading so the container isn't empty. You can see the new heading within the container in the structure pane, but I'll close this for now. If you hover over the container again, you can move it around with the drag handle. I can move it below these images, or I can delete the container and everything inside it by clicking the X. We can also edit any elements included with the template. Scroll to the top, click on any text element, and you can edit it right in line. Alternatively, with the element selected, you can find options to change it in the panel on the left. The Content tab is where we change things like titles, links, and HTML tags. The Style tab is where you'll find options to change the styling of the text. Once you're familiar with the Content and Style tabs, all other elements work similarly. Let's click on the button. We can change the type, text, and link on the Content tab and change the styling on the Style tab. The same works for images. If I select an image, I can go to Choose Image, select a file to upload, and then change the style on the Style tab. Scroll back to the top. In the top bar, you have a few options. You can see how your site looks on mobile or a tablet, though I prefer designing on desktop. You can use the page drop-down menu to visit other pages and make changes. You can publish your changes with the button here or preview your site. Using Elementor, it's easy to add new pages, change menu options, adjust your header and footer, and add new blocks using additional free templates. And there you go. You've just built and launched a professional WordPress website without spending a single penny. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in the next one.